woke up today, I knew it was an awesome day coming because Jeff Cavaliere was going to teach me how to train biceps, triceps, and forearms, but also he's going to show us the proper way to do face pulls, which are important for posture, important for
everything in life,
injury prevention, and face pulls have been become synonymous with your name with face pulls, and they're critical for men to do, women to do, athletes to do, every age.
It's just a multi-dimensional exercise that reinforces posture and all the muscles we tend to neglect or not train enough, at least, let's just say that. And it does it in a way that trains all of them at one time, and it's also an exercise that can build muscle. There's not a lot of those smaller, weak link type exercises that also do a good job of building muscle. We talk about how they support the bigger muscles, but this actually builds muscle on its own too in the upper back and strengthen the rotator cuff.
Great. Willing to show us face pulls?
Yeah, let's do it.
Awesome.
Okay, so we know why I love the face pull, but I don't love how people do face pulls a lot. They tend to do them with a lot of internal rotation. I've seen a lot of this. I've seen a lot of this. The face pull to me should be, you gotta target the face. So your elevation should be up here, not down here. Right? It should be at the face.
Okay.
And then the key is, I believe that this is a rotator cuff exercise. So if we're gonna do a rotator cuff exercise and I pull in this way, that's internal rotation, right? So I gotta get here. So to get into external rotation, I have to be here. The next problem is when I hook up one rope, how do I get all the way out there?
Yeah.
If the rope is only that wide, you're going to be in anyway.
Right.
So I think a lot of the issues that people have is that setting up with one rope isn't even ideal. And I know that it's a big pain in the ass to find a second rope in the gym, and it's a little bit of an inconvenience to others that might want the extra rope.
You can bring your own.
But you can bring your own. Set up two ropes here. Now I've got the width to get out to 90 degrees. From this position, I'm trying to get to this bicep flex position like that, out here, 90 degrees. If I can think about that, I basically want to end in that position. The thumbs are behind me, pointing that way. I want to go that way. If I go that way, it's external rotation, external rotation, external rotation.
Again,
right?
we've said it millions of times, and forgive me for being so, repetitive, but external rotation, this is internal rotation, thumbs pointing towards the midline, belly button. This is external rotation pointing away.
So now when you're up in this position, they're behind you. And if you think about getting them further behind you, you're going to be getting more into external rotation, right? At the same time, it doesn't have to be an isolated rotator cuff exercise. So when I'm in here, I'm pulling and squeezing with my scapula, trying to pinch them together. So I'm getting the rhomboids, I'm getting the traps. I can get all those muscles supporting it, and I'm getting the rear delts, right? The rear delts, once I get my elbows behind my body, are going to really assist this too.
And rear delts are great because almost everyone has a default position like this now.
Well, this is like that anti-default position exercise, right? Because it's going to undo a lot of the postural imbalance that we have. So here, thumbs there, come up, get to that position there. Again, at the level of the face here, that's where it comes from. Back, open up, and hold. And again, I'm not just driving with the thumbs, I'm squeezing with the shoulder blades back there too. Yep, all that. That squeezing, thumbs are driving back that way. Rear delts are kicking in because I get to extension. Once the elbow passes midline here, that's rear delt. You can even feel that too, up in the rear delt right there, right? So all that on top. So it really, and again, I've only got maybe 3 or 4 plates on this stack, but that's enough to overload these muscles. They're not the strongest, right? But when you do that, you can grow those muscles with this exercise.
How often should people do these?
I mean, I really tell people they could do it 3 times a week.
Just finish every workout with it.
Well, we could do, if you're gonna do it that way,
I train 3 times a week, or 4.
Sure. So I mean, you do it at the end of the workout just as a postural correction exercise, but with the benefits of still going to failure on these too, right? You can still get the hypertrophy benefits here. So right there, good. Even open a little bit more, open the angle. They're right there. Got it? Okay. You want that 90, perfect. And you can see you cannot do this with one rope.
Right.
You just can't get the angle. You're going to be constrained. Right there. It's perfect.
Oh man, really feel that in the.
Yep.
Do you consider this a complete rotator cuff exercise?
I do, yeah, I do. Because you're going into external rotation at a comfortable degree. It's not artificial amount. Some people do exercises like those side-lying dumbbell raises, and they go way out to the side. Like, that's not necessarily natural amounts of external rotation, plus it's happening below the shoulder level. anything I can do external rotation at shoulder level or above is even more functional, especially for, again, my guys or athletes, we're up here anyway. And even though, because some people will say this, you're slightly internally rotated here, you're not under load. Right? There's no load there. As you get into the exercise, you're already externally rotating against the load, so there is none of that stress.
Man, those are tough.
Yeah. So that's definitely the right way to do it. And again, what people do, 2 mistakes I'll show. Again, first of all, they'll go overhand. If they go overhand and you go to pull, you're already internal rotation. You can't get back, so you can't do that. You got to go underhand. The next thing they'll do is they do this all the time. They think face pull, so they pull their face, but there's really no rotator cuff involvement there. And I think that's one of the best benefits of the exercise is the rotator cuff on top of the fact, because yes, you can get rear delts here, but you're not getting the rotator cuff because you're not getting external rotation. And then again, if I were to do one rope here, it's just impossible. Even if I do everything else right, and I'm here and I pull back to here, I can't get all the way to that 90-degree angle. You want one more?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Done right. Good. Open up just a little bit more, elbow open. Right there. You feel a difference when it opens a little bit more?
Yeah, I really feel it in the rear delt.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling it in the internal muscles of the shoulder joint the entire time.
Great.
That's failure.
Yeah, and the benefits are many. Again, as far as longevity and the types of exercises that do check the boxes of the smaller things that work those weak links, this is a huge one when it comes to the upper body. And any type of benching, and we know that benching requires the ability to maintain tight scapula, solid position, stable scapula when you do it. This is going to help you to learn how to do that too. So many benefits that come from this that contribute to all the big exercises. So I love it.
2 or 3 times a week at the end of your workout.
Yeah.
2 or 3 sets to failure after a warm-up to just make sure the form is dialed in.
I always, when I start an entirely different function, if I'm doing basically biceps or triceps, a pushing exercise, this is a straight pull. I can just maybe start with another one light set just to make sure that I'm used to that movement pattern, right? And then I can get right into the weight there.
Well, I'm hugely grateful to you for all the work you've done over the years. I know I keep saying over and over, you taught me so much through your videos, and today I learned a bunch of small things and big things that even after 30 plus years of training, I've not done, and they've made a tremendous difference. So I'm very grateful to you, and I know the people listening, watching, feel the same. You're the man, Jeff.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.